Okay, so I'm going to go over how to access your Pearson account. If you haven't done so already, I'm really hoping that you guys have already done so. There were instructions posted by Dr. Aldalway on how to do it, and it's relatively pretty simple. But in case you're still kind of confused, I'm going to go through it really quick. Again, my name is Sarah Bustamante. I'm your TA for the Anatomy 1 course. And let's get to it. So I'll go ahead and start sharing my screen. Okay, so you should be, this is your typical like Blackboard homepage, right? And if you went to your courses, you should have your anatomy lab there, right? I teach several sections, so that's why I have more. If you clicked into your anatomy, this is what your homepage looks like right now. There was how to register, and here's your syllabus. If you don't see a menu, it's because it's hiding right here. It's this little blue bar. So you can pop that out. You can click on what's called the tools area. This is really a really cool link here on all your courses. I believe it's in all your courses unless it's hidden by your teacher. And what this does is it links up all the other portals that UTEP has to offer. So things like if your class uses Zoom, right? That's really useful nowadays. Everyone uses it, right? And just different things like that. But we use the Pearson. More importantly, we use the My Lab Mass and Mastering, Pearson's My Lab and Mastering. So you would click on that option. And from then you're now kind of in a linked portal, and you have to go through this route. If you opened up a new tab and you just searched Pearson and you've somehow found our course, I can't guarantee that you're in the right course or section. So you might be under, someone else, some other TA section, and that's kind of bad because you want to go through your UTEP so that way everything's linked together. So when you're doing your quizzes and your exams, you're getting a grade. It's getting uploaded on your Blackboard section, right? Section, CRN 26929 0-027. That's all specific to you. Those numbers change to other accounts. And that way your assignments that you do through Pearson gets linked up to you on Blackboard, right? It'll be really, really complicated. I don't even know if it's possible if you're linked up to some other section because you Google searched it and somehow found it. And now I have to get grades, and I don't even know. This is the whole reason why we do it this way. So everything's linked up. You're uploaded with your grades at all times. And yeah, so here are all your Pearson links. Everything from if you just wanted to go straight to the textbook, if you wanted to go to the assignments, your scores on Pearson, even though, remember, there's discrepancies in these scores, and that you should check your grades under the My Grades under Blackboard. And really those are the important ones, really the e-textbook. But if you just want to go to the, there's the home page of the Blackboard. If you want to go to your home page of your anatomy lab through Pearson, you would click here and you would launch. Now, if you registered, it'll take you to the home page, but if you're watching this video, it's probably because you haven't registered. So what it'll take you to is actually the how to register for this account and pay for your Pearson account kind of page. And it doesn't bring that to me because I don't need to register for the account, right? I'm the instructor, I don't need to pay for the course. So I took a screenshot of what that looks like. So let me pull that up if I can. Sorry if you see my background. Let me see here. Okay. So what that looks like is something like this. Okay. So when you hit launch after that, it'll bring you to something. It's like, please register, right? This page. And remember, in the syllabus video, I told you there's only two options. You either pay for it, the $75 option that does not include a textbook, and then or you pay for the $120 option that does include a textbook. So that's up to you. Um, this is what I'm getting a lot of emails on. What's the access code? What's the access code? There is no access code for this course. You have to pay for the Pearson account, so that way you can get your assignments and things like that. Access codes usually come with some kind of bundle with system, things like that. If you were able to get an access code, I can't guarantee that you're again in the section that you need to be, or that you're gonna get the correct access. I think I've heard of it once or twice and it did work out, but I really don't recommend it. That's why it's not even an option in the syllabus. These really are your two options. So I had to clarify that. And then once you do that, you click on your option, let's say a $75 one. Heck, I'll use some anatomy textbook, and it's a little bit more work, but I save some money, or I don't want to deal with that and I want to do the 120. You click on that and it's like your typical online method of payments, and you buy it and then it'll bring you to your homepage. So I think I have access for that right now. Let me see if I do. Okay, so now that you're all registered, you can go back into Blackboard. You can go through here. You can click on this link again. It'll bring you to this option. You'll want to hit launch. And you're in your course home. You'll automatically see that there's two assignments that are coming up right there. See, it says 2 a.m., but remember there is a time difference. They're actually due at midnight. Remember that, please. Sunday at midnight, not 2 a.m. There's just a difference in time zones there. Once these are past due, they will go into the past due like folder here. And that's really your home page. Let me see here. If you want to access the textbook, again, you can go back through Blackboard and click on that link. You can launch it. And after just a second of all the chapters, it brings you to your chapter. This must have been the last chapter we went over in anatomy too. That's sorry. Yeah, so it'll bring you to your chapters. You have a menu over here. Again, your first chapter is the language of anatomy. So you'll go over that. You can read the textbook on it. You can kind of do these activities. At the end of the chapter, there's usually a review sheet. So these come in handy, especially for probably for your course exams too, if you need to know this for your lecture course. But also, if you want to test yourself on your anatomy, if you studying for the MCAT or something like that, if you are worried about the midterm, anything like that, these are some good review sheets that you can do. And let's see here. The next chapter that you guys are working on, I think, is cell transport. And yeah, and I mean, the whole textbook, it's a great resource if you want to buy it. You can get the 24-month access, which is pretty good. Um, but it is your typical anatomy textbook, right? And that's really all I have to say. That's really all there is to it to register for the Pearson account. Again, once you completed those assignments on your homepage, they'll get graded and you'll be able to see your grade on Blackboard. If you're wondering what that looks like, you can go to My Grades on Blackboard. You'll see that it's already there. Remember, those assignments had certain point systems, so 205, 364, things like that. So if you got 100 on the language of anatomy, you might see 48 out of 48. They're not exactly in order, but that's okay. It's all the same. You don't see your quizzes yet because I haven't downloaded them, and or your exams, but that's all there is to the course. And if you have any other questions, please email me. And good luck, guys. And it's really nice to meet you, and I hope you have a wonderful semester.